sit down yet. You can.
That's right.
Morning wood. Little tequila with your morning wood.
You need to tilt the camera down just a little bit more.
Hey there, sports fans.
Morning wood.
Morning wood. Anyways.
I touched a girl and I liked it.
Oh, we're gonna go there, huh?
Yeah.
We were a friend of ours, a rather attractive, hot friend, wanted her measurements taken because she's on keto, a revised keto, I think. I mean, although I think she's sticking to it pretty well.
I think all of this was built up. The keto, which she doesn't really want to be on, was just to get me to touch her body last night.
Well, we both got the
That was all.
Yeah. So we had a tape measure, and I was sitting watching while HD was helping her with her measurements, but then they needed help around the hips. We weren't quite sure where the hips was, so.
And thank God I had no idea how to take measurements because then it required a lot of here. Now is it this far up underneath your breast or this far down?
She doesn't give her body enough credit.
She's very nice.
Oh yes.
And then at one point I just gave her a little run up the old, right up her pussy, and she went whoa, but she liked it.
Beautiful ass.
You got the backside. I was in front.
The backside was nice.
Staring right face to face with her boobage while feeling her butt.
Anyway, she doesn't listen to our show, so.
But if she did, she'd be very.
I think she'd
flattered.
be happy. Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah,
would be
'cause
flattered. Yes.
She is like a lot of attractive women, insecure about their looks, and she don't know she beautiful.
We live a really
You
cool.
don't know she beautiful.
She don't. I know. She really don't.
Anyway, so that was that, and you were going
Yeah.
to talk about.
Well, no, let's go. I mean, actually,
much better.
I've got
topic.
that in my mind now. But she, we have a really fucking cool life.
Well, I thought maybe we should tell some of our male listeners out there that have no idea how to measure a woman.
Yeah. Oh, should we do a little tutorial on
I
that?
think so, because it wasn't until later in the life that I knew how you're supposed to measure.
I didn't know you measured.
So she's 32 double D. Wow.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
let that simmer.
Yeah.
So you measure the 32 is right underneath the breast, and she has obviously big breasts, so you gotta kind of get up there, and then right around here. So that's where the 32 is now. The double
It took
D.
a lot of arranging to make sure it was just in the right spot. The tape measure. You got the right number.
Lift and separate. The double D, the cup size is just literally the size, and of course it's a letter, so what that relates to in inches, who knows? But it's the size it's the length of the breast, right? Right? But I don't know where the girth comes
Well,
from.
I always look at it like this.
What cup size are you? This size. Now this is where it got a little tricky. The waist, and I just learned this recently because I measured my waist, but you got to
And I will not help you with that.
you got to find right where the top of your hip starts.
Yeah.
So it's right in this little area right here. A lot of people think waist is where you're.
It's where I want it to be. Because I will not put my pants up to my waist.
But you don't want to measure
like an
around
old
here.
man.
It's
No,
a lot,
no, yeah.
right up here is where. So that you kind of go to follow the if there is an indent to your waist. Some people might go, you mean out there? But anyway, you go down and then right where it rests.
Yeah.
So that's a nice little ledge.
Yeah.
The real tricky one is the next one.
The hips.
The hips.
That I had to help
Thank
you
God
with.
it was tricky because we.
I thank God it was tricky because then I got to help.
Hard to. Is it around the butt cheeks? Is it around that? And that's where I'm like, are your hips down by your pussy? But I'm still not quite sure exactly where the hip is, other than it's got to be Is it the widest area or no? It's no.
No, there's a bone.
That's
I mean,
right.
there's
'Cause
a bone.
We determined it wasn't the widest because she's like, what the fuck? As I measured her.
At 40.
40 something or other. Because I was saying, what should you be? And she's like, at the bust size, I'm about 33 or 32. Oh, nice. Waist is like, 29. She's like, 28. Oh, right. Then she gets to the hip. She goes, 36. I'm like, 40. Wrong answer. So we obviously weren't.
She will not be eating for the next year.
That's where we wanted the tape to go around because that was right around the buttage. And that was where Bobby got her. But we had to go up a little bit more, but still not a science where the hip was.
But I had to carefully nudge
Oh, that's
tape
right.
measure
I
up.
asked for.
Off the ass.
Well, we didn't mention that I had to ask you for help. We needed
I don't know if you asked if I just volunteered.
a
Hello,
2
hello.
Who is there? Anybody out in the audience that might want to come up and assist in holding the tape measure in place? And so Bobby, this is.
We walk with her about once a week, sometimes twice a week.
4 or 5 miles. Last
Yeah,
night
yeah.
was 4 actually, about 4 miles.
And it's fun. She's a great gal. Love talking with her. She's she's gonna be the mistress of our manor once we move.
She claims to not have had sex for 2 years, year and a half.
Yeah.
And I still can't believe it, but she says
What a waste.
she will not masturbate because she's so into sex. She feels that if she masturbated, that she would not be able to keep celibate, and she would just go off like taking a drug.
Yeah.
And she loves cock and she loves sex, but she truly wants to, in her mind, she really wants to do it the right way with the right guy. Even though I know in a heartbeat, I know. Oh, we're very simpatico. We're both cancers.
Oh God.
We're playing this rom-com game of will they or won't they?
Yes. Yes.
Because she's seen mine, loves mine, and wants mine. But I get her why
It's the face. Yeah. She
won't-
can't.
We won't go there, but we could. Well, we might.
And might. You never know.
So there you go.
Yeah. So just a real quickie, was reading something this morning about the underground New York City club scene, where like 30 or 40 people gathering in his name for some electronic music, $10 cash only cocktails, and you got to say Bugsy sent you when you knock on the door.
But that already exists in every
Well, now-
big
but now
city.
it's-
They've got that. In fact, it was Chicago.
This is the only thing that's existing, I guess.
Oh, you're right. In Chicago, I found that the first time I'd ever heard the scene of the after hours scene. It was when I was in Chicago. I had that wonderful evening, and all the bars closed, and they said, "Well, you know, just like you said, a little special code, and you go down to this place, and it was all secretive, and knock 3 times if you hear me, and it's really cool. I had never known. You know, it's almost like back in the 50s where they had the card games back under the speakeasy or the back room kind of thing.
Yes.
Because I'm sure
Or
all of them.
Amazing Mrs. Maisel. Remember that, where they had that
Marvelous. She's
marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
which is higher, marvelous or amazing? She's just marvelous right now.
Yeah, yeah.
She needs
Amazing,
to-
marvelous works better with the M's.
I think amazing
but
has gotta be
remember
above
they had that
marvelous.
the scene in the last season where he was making that nightclub.
It was the Asian poker.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool. That's very cool.
So something like that.
So
And then Vegas is reopening, and was reading about the strips and how they're going to be handling the casinos. And it's all over the map.
which is describe one map.
Well, they were in Caesars, and they are deactivating every other slot machine and taking the chairs out. So I mean, they're seeing this, I guess, as a long-term thing, limiting the number of people at blackjack.
You have to keep moving, like on the beach. You have to just like go and then run, the next one go, and it's like this little what's that game we used to play, the musical chairs?
Yeah. No, really.
When somebody wins, everybody has to stop. Get to winning, get out.
I want to
Move to
go.
the next
I want to
crowd.
see what it's going to be like.
Well, I had heard something about that they're doing that thing of only a certain amount of people, and you can't gamble for more than an hour, and then they're
I haven't read
they're
that
moving them
at all.
out. That was the MGM
Really?
properties, is that there is a limit to how I don't know
Well, you
how
could
they're
be
going to.
there?
Well, I guess what am I saying? I don't know how they're going to track people inside of a casino. That's pretty much all they do.
Yeah, that's true.
They will know exactly when every single body goes.
And they're
in there.
taking your temperature.
heard that one?
No, I haven't heard that at all.
Which
I've heard about the temperature
Makes a little
thing.
sense though, because I mean, when you think about it, some people just camp in there. They don't even know what from day or night, right? And
Well, yeah, you never do. Yeah.
So
there's
this
no
is
endings.
going to actually help some of you gamblers out there.
Yes.
Monitor your winnings or losing. But could you imagine at the 59th hour, and you just lost everything, and you want to win it back? 59th minute of the hour, I should say, and they kick you out. You're like, no! Walk away, pal. Walk
It's
away.
like that wife that's like in the hotel room waiting for you to come back up because
And
just
still-
one more.
Right. Okay, so what else? So they're taking temperatures as you walk in the door.
Yes. Some are gonna have little like gift bags in the room with masks and sanitizer.
Oh, just like
and
the one
some
we got
aren't.
from Instacart. That.
Oh
little-
my God.
Sorry, I got this one from Uber yesterday. My
Okay, wait. As
6
long as you
weeks too
mention
late. This give us our face mask. Oh, here's the Instacart one. Yes, that works out much better. Oh, I thought you were gonna keep it above
that.
your
Give
eyes.
me all your money.
That's at least a little more stylish than this one, but it's sad. And then where's your little sanitizer? Did you use it
Oh.
already?
No, yeah, I haven't even
You
used
gave
it.
like a
I think I
thimble
put it
full of
inside the
sanitizer.
bathroom.
And I'm
Yeah.
still
And
waiting
that's
for
it.
mine.
That's it. They were
They-
supposed to give some a thing where you could read your temperature.
Not Instacart. You're talking about the
Instacart.
what?
Yeah, there was originally when they talked about their health and safety kit, it was going to have something that would allow you to take your temperature, which really makes sense.
I did not know that. I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be gloves too, but they shipped mine out 2 weeks ago, and it's still in transit.
Yeah.
Okay. I live in.
I guess we get coal in our
I'm not going to
stock.
bash my. I'm not going to bash
No,
the,
we love our Instacart, even though it's-
the suckling mother's teat that I exist on. As he sets his mug down. All right,
All right, I think we've covered
We are-
everything there is to cover in the
we are
world.
morning wooded.
Yes. All right. Okay, one more reveal before we go.
Oh my gosh!
Morningwood.
Bobby unmasked.
Booyah.